Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. Today I thought that I would do a 2022 planner and journal lineup update video to show what I've been using for the latter half of 2022 and to sort of chat about what I'm going to be using in 2023. If you watched my original lineup video from like December 2021 or January 2022, I had grand ambitions and was trying to use like 7 different journals and planners, primarily just because I really liked the products and the books themselves, and I wanted to sort of invent and find reasons to use them. And that, as you might expect, and as I expected, to be clear, was not a recipe for success. By about April of this year, things had sort of shaken out, and I was in a completely different system for journaling and had pretty much quit planning altogether. And then between that system lasted between April and like July. And then for the last 6 months or last 5 or so, I have been in the system I'm about to show you. I thought the best way to do this was just actually to start with this little basket. It contains all of my, the vast majority anyway, of my journaling and planning supplies and what I really reach for when I'm in any of my notebooks. This is just like a basket from Target. I've used it for a billion different things. I think it started as like a clothing organizer and then was in the kitchen for a while, and now I've had it for my planning supplies for a while. This basket is wide enough actually to accommodate an A5 notebook, but the only A5 that I'm using at the moment is this A5 Cousin Avec, which is in a cover, a Hobonichi cover, and the cover is too wide to fit in here. But that's fine because my planner just lives on my desk all day, so it doesn't really need to be in here. These 3, however, are the main notebooks, and then everything else is like journaling supplies. I thought I would just speed through the journaling supplies real quick. Starting with this Altoids tin, which I use to hold Ivy Canon like photo prints. These are like sticky paper. They're like a zinc thermal print or whatever. And I use these for my journaling in my Commonplace book, in my diary. But I have a bunch of them that I've printed that I haven't put anywhere yet, including this one of my cat. A lot of them are just photos of my cat that I've printed, but I haven't had a reason to paste into a journal yet, or I don't know where I want to paste them. Anyway, those all live in here. And they fit perfectly, and I will get around to using these, soon. That was sitting inside of this pouch. This is a Coffee Monsters Co. Pen case. It's really nice. It's very roomy. It holds all of my Tombos and a bunch of like different like mild liners and some random pens. It also normally has like at least 1 roll of washi tape that I'm using at the moment. This was originally, I was using this like spiderweb one from White Stag. So that's all in here, and it just sits, obviously, ta-da, and it holds everything up. I have tucked into the side here some book darts and a random Midori index clip, which I use obviously for like marking pages as bookmarks, that sort of thing. And I use them randomly, so they just fit nicely in here. Next to that, I have this, which is like a wrist wrap compression thing for when I get wrist pain from writing. Doesn't happen too often, but it happens like often enough that it's nice to just have that readily available. These are my 3 journals I'm going to talk about. And then back here I have, I have this like A5 pouch. It's made for like a 6-ring A5 binder, but I don't use one. I just have a pouch. And this contains a bunch of random stuff. Like there's like a like a birthday card that I need to give to somebody, some like Erin Condren thing, like date dots I got for free, and then some Coffee Monsters Co. stickers. Specifically, these are like the Hobonichi Weeks or Hobonichi Cousin like weekly stickers, which all fit in here. I have these two A5 folders. They're like 4 A5 Hobonichis, but they're smaller than an A5, just to be clear, from the Aristocats line. I purchased these because they were like cheap and cute, and I thought that they would work for something. They didn't, so I don't really know what I'm going to use these for, but they're just sitting back here for, you know, whenever I have the urge. And then last but not least for the planner supplies is this, which is my sticker book. I got this from Jet Pens. I can link it below, but when I got this, it was like last chance, so I don't think they have it anymore. November is my birthday month, so I've got the birthday journaling card from the Coffee Monsters Co. in here. And then it's just a reusable sticker book. A lot of the Coffee Monsters Co. in here, but also some like White Stag, Unicorn Eclipse. Yeah. And I use these, as you will see, in journaling and planning. Oh, and in the back there is a pouch and also one of these like a bookmark that you can put washi tape on. I don't like doing that, but I kept it back there. Then I have some random stuff, again from the Coffee Monsters Co. Okay, so those are all of like the journaling supplies that I reach for most often and that sit on my desk all day. So I'm just gonna pull out the 3 journals and we can chat. This is a standard size traveler's notebook insert from Midori. It's the grid insert, very basic. And this is what I use as a, oh, this is upside down. This is what I use as my Commonplace book. So it just contains like quotes and things. Okay. A Commonplace book is supposed to be like collected information, like quotes, passages of text, stuff like that. And that is the majority of what this is. But I also use it as a place to collect what I consider like precious things. I've had a couple iterations of this, and it always is so difficult to explain. As you can see, I have like all of these stickers, like these die cuts. This is like a Pizza Miss sticker. These are from my university, from like a sticker pack I was given when I joined the university, and now I've graduated, so it was nice. Some random, there's like a Pride decal sticker, a random, right? Just like stickers like I really like and that have some sort of, if not sentimental value, like the Illinois stickers, then you know, they're just really nice. Like I like them and I want them to be placed purposefully. They tend to go in here. So yeah, they're like precious things, right? But beyond that, there's also like, the first entry here is that I saw Danny Pudi, who plays Abed on Community, at a coffee shop with my friend. And that was like, just like a moment that felt precious or like fun and like happy that I wanted to keep. I also have like feedback on like an essay from a professor. This is a photo of Edinburgh that I really love. And then yeah, it's mostly just text, just like quotes and stuff from authors or from books, the philosophers, whatever. This is another Pizza Miss sticker. These are pictures of my cat. This is a Howl's Moving Castle fan art. Yep. This is like a drawing I did. I stole from, oh god, I'm gonna forget her name. This was like not my original artwork. That is, I drew this, but I drew it based on somebody else's art. This was like a sticker that was on my phone case. This is from like a museum I went to. right? So it's that sort of stuff. In the back, I also put, if you purchase Coffee Monster Co. stickers, you know that the top row of the stickers always have like larger stickers that I don't tend to use, but they're just larger versions of the smaller ones that I do use. And so I've started like collecting one of every style in the back. I don't know. And then I also have like some washi tape samples and stuff. Anyway, yeah. This is my Commonplace book. I really love this. The size, like the dimensions of it are really perfect, I find, for like capturing quotes and stuff. And I don't even have like a TN cover for this or anything. It just sits as it is inside of my basket. And I, every like 2 weeks or so, will fill out like a bunch of stuff in here. I like collect it online. And then once I'm like in the mood, I'll like sit down and, you know, copy down all of this inspirational or like, you know, anything that makes me think, I'll put in here. And I tend to do that in bulk. And then whenever I am going to like, I'm writing for myself or something, I tend to like to flip through this and reread some of the stuff that I wrote down just to like, I don't know, get my brain fired up. It's like inspiring and stuff. Yeah, okay, so this is my Commonplace book. I've had several sort of iterations of this in the past. I tried using a B6 Slim Midori at one point, which I was calling like a media journal, which is like a slightly different thing, but also kind of the same thing. That didn't work. I didn't like it. I also tried an A6 Stylogy, also didn't work. This is working, and I'll continue to use it for 2023. And next up is this. This previously held an A6 Techo, the English original planner, from Hobonichi, because this is a Hobonichi cover. This is a cover from 2022 that I really love and adore. This originally held, and I did a video on my like goal planner. That didn't work out. that thing is has all changed. But it now holds my like novel writing stuff. Oops, we have text. Okay. This is just like a to-do list pad actually, that I wasn't using for task lists. And so I've just been using it as like scraps of paper to write story ideas on. I have a photo of Monty. I have a photo of Monty in every setup because I love my cat, and seeing pictures of him makes me smile. And also when I'm like struggling to write, it like gives me a bit of motivation. So yeah, and then these are all just these sheets that have been written on, that are just tucked. Like this is writing, and then these are like brainstorming sheets. And then the notebook itself is an A6 plain note, or like a grid notebook, but they're called plain notebooks, by Hobonichi, which I'm using to actually write my novel. Obviously not going to show any of that, but it's just if I want to write by hand, which I often do, I'll write it in here, and then I'll like type it up later. And this is the pen for Hobonichi for 2023. I love this pen. And I know that a lot of people were like, oh, this is like hideous. And then other people were like, oh, it's hideous, but it's like growing on me. I think it's hideous, but I love it anyway. Like it's absolutely ugly. But I think it's perfect, and I wouldn't change anything about it. I was so stoked to get this pen because I actually only use the Uni Jetstream. I've tried so many times to just transition to different pens. Like I've bought so many pens since discovering the Uni Jetstream, and every time I'm like, it's not the Jetstream. Anyway, I love this pen. I was excited to get the 2023 edition, and it's what I use for my novel reading, which is in this little setup. Okay, next I want to chat about my planner, which is right here. This is the Anataba number 2, I think. And then this is another Uni Jetstream, but not a special edition one. It's just a cream colored one. Anyway, and this holds my planner. Again, we have a photo of Monty. This is a photo of my boyfriend. This is a photo of my boyfriend and my cat, all in the inside cover. Random stickers and stuff in here. I have some like bean cards that I've completed, some stickers. And then this is the Hobonichi Cousin Avec. Obviously, the Avec is in 2 books. This is the latter half of the year. I purchased, as some of you might recall, this was like the last planner purchase I made, and I ordered this originally for journaling. And for about 2 months, January and February of 2022, I was really consistent with using this as a journal, as like a daily diary. And also I was like time tracking in the weeklies. And it was like working, but it felt on some days it was too little space, like I needed a lot more journaling space. And on other days, it was too much. And I ended up just sort of falling out of love with it. I wasn't excited to use it. I felt really like restricted in my journaling and my memory keeping and stuff. So I quit using it. So when it came time to use the second half of the year in the second book in July, I pulled this out and was sort of experimenting with it and kind of surprised myself by how effective this is as a planner for me. And I've been using it consistently ever since. So primarily I use this planner for the dailies. I find it really helpful to have a dated daily planner. I've tried bullet journaling at various points in my life, and it has never really worked. But having sort of established dailies that I can use to create my task list and stuff and to forward plan is really helpful. I can't flip through this planner because it just contains a lot of confidential information, which I think is perfectly understandable. But I'll just like chat, I think, about how I use it more or less. In these 5 boxes at the top of the page, I use them how they're intended, I think, which is just, this isn't gonna focus, but it's just like my top 5 tasks of the day go up there. Then there's this line called like the invisible margin or whatever. It's like a solid line, whereas the rest of these lines are dashed or dotted. So it makes it a little bit darker. I darken it completely and then add a second line over here and then my task list, and then I check off what I've completed. The rest of the page is completely free space. If I have any like brainstorming I need to do, any notes I need to take. For example, I had a call with my vet yesterday and I needed to jot down some information about like pricing and a treatment plan and stuff. So that all went in here. Here I'm journaling about this planner, and I was like talking myself off a ledge because like I wanted to buy a Nulty or a Weeks and like change my whole system, as one does. And I was like convincing myself not to do it. This day I did a bit differently because, as I said, I have been struggling a little bit with this just over the past like week or two. And I think it's more just that I have been going through a tough time. The planner works and is fine, and I'm gonna commit to it. I just, you have the urge to buy new shit when you're stressed. Anyway, over here I did the same thing where the top 5 tasks go up here, but I moved my task list over here and then used this to do like time tracking, and that's been okay for today. I don't know if I'll continue doing it. I've been writing like highlights of the day because I used those in my diary, which I'll talk about soon. Yeah, it's really like a blank page that I slap a to-do list on, and also anything else. It's not too complex. There's nothing really fancy about it. I'll put down stickers if I want to or not. Most of the time it's not. At most I use washi tape. But yeah, that's this planner. There are weeklies, which I do use. No, that's a lie. I use them for a little bit. So this is the one spread that I will show. This is a Coffee Monsters Co. sticker kit. I really like how this looks. I did these for like 4 weeks because I only had like 4 kits because they're like $8, $9 each, whatever. Anyway, I really love this. This is like an art project. Like, I don't like arts and crafts really, but this is really fun. And so I was really excited to use these. And then I used my 4 kits in these 4 weeks, and then I ordered new ones during the birthday sale for the Coffee Monsters Co. And if you order from that sale, you know that those took like 5 weeks to ship. So I went all this time without using the weeklies. I tried to do just like pen and paper and like some experimenting with some different things, but I don't really need the weeklies, is what I've discovered. They're there if I feel compelled to use them, and that's nice. And I am gonna experiment with some different ways to use them, but mostly they're just sort of like fun sticker projects that I haven't been doing lately because I didn't have the stickers. Yeah, so also the monthlies and stuff I also haven't really had a reason to use. I've tried, but mostly I just rely on the dailies, and that's all I ask of this notebook. The final thing is a little more complex, which is why I've been putting it off. And that is my diary / my daily journal, or semi-daily journal. There's so much. I used to be really into time tracking. I have like a horrendous like 50-minute video on my channel talking about how I time track, and it's an absolute mess, but if you're really interested, you can go watch it. But basically every day I would have like a blank page in an A6 notebook, and I would write I'd write like a timeline, and then I would document what I did for every hour of every day. And then at the bottom of the page, I would do some like really quick light journaling at the end of the day. That system really worked for me. And it still will. Like, if I feel compelled to go back to it, I'm sure I will really enjoy it. In about April, when I switched into a Maruman A5 20 ring binder, I was time tracking in A5 sheets. So I was doing more journaling every night. And then also some nights I wasn't time tracking at all, but I was still doing the journaling. That system also worked great for me, except the binder became an issue. So at some point I moved into this A6 planner from Hobonichi. This is the original, the English version. And I originally used this as like my goal tracker, goal planner. I have a video on that. I don't use that. That didn't last at all. Anyway, but I picked it back up and was using it for daily like sticker memory keeping. I have to find an acceptable page to show you. One moment, please. Okay. Sorry, that took a minute. I had to cover up some stuff. Basically, I did like sticker memory keeping where I would choose like 3 to 4 stickers that represented some like highlights of the day, and then I would like stagger the stickers. So there's like a sticker under here. So there's like 3 moments, and it created these really cute little daily pages. Super satisfying, honestly. So fun. I was in love with this for like a month. But then what started happening was the same issue that I had with the Hobonichi Cousin, which is that some days I really wanted to write a lot. Like, I wanted a space to do long form journaling, but I didn't want to stop doing the really cute sticker memory keeping. And after like some debate and some some soul searching, I decided that I would move into an A6 Hobonichi plain notebook, much like exactly like the one I used for my novel. This cover, by the way, is the Blazer Stripes zipper cover. My cat's hair is all over it. Anyway, I love this thing to death. I placed a second Hobonichi order pretty much explicitly to get this cover because this is like a 2021 cover or something. It's old, and I was worried that it would sell out and then they wouldn't restock it. And I love this so much. It feels so nice. It's like kind of squishy. Yeah. It's also just like very, like I'm planning a UK trip for 2023 and this is like, I don't know, like it's from York or something. I don't know, there's a whole story. And it gives me just academic vibes. I'm gonna take it to England with me. It's gonna be amazing. Anyway, love this. It's a zipper cover, obviously, so it opens. There's like space in the back. Notebook. This is a blank field notes from the National Park collection that I am considering using as a photo journal or like a photo book for these zinc photos that I showed earlier. Because again, sometimes I don't have a lot to write about a photo. I just want to keep the photo. So I think I might just do like a thing. But I haven't bit the bullet yet, so this is just sitting in here waiting for me. And again, a photo of Monty. An excellent photo of Monty. There we go. Quality photo. I love him so much. And then just random stuff to use. And then, yeah, okay. My diary. Again, I can't really show the pages. I use it the same way that I do the A6 that I just showed you, except I have a lot more freedom to do long form journaling and also to like paste in like photos and stuff. Most of my pages look like this. Please don't read this too closely, / if you do, just don't let me know that you did. Don't reference anything you read in here. But yeah, there's just, I used a couple of stickers. These are all from White Stag. And then journal around them, each one, you know, containing thoughts and memories on a different moment or a different like collection of moments. Like sometimes one will just be like, this is how I felt generally about the day, and then another will be like, this is what I had for dinner and the conversation I had with my boyfriend at dinner and like whatever. It's journaling, it's memory keeping, it's, you know, that stuff. All goes in here. Recently I've sort of bucked the format and have been doing more long form sort of emotional journaling, but that I'm sure won't last. Like today in particular, I started doing the sticker thing again. I can use them in conjunction with each other. I keep a lot of like photos and stickers and stuff in here, so this will continue to bulk up. You can already see like what days I've used because I have like photos and receipts and whatever in here. Yes, okay, so that is my 2022 planner and journal lineup as of right now. Yeah, okay, so thank you so much for watching. Sorry if I sound a bit scatterbrained. I am. I haven't done this in a while and it's odd. Yep, okay. Like / subscribe if you feel like it. Bye.